could follow you on Twitter?
Yes. What I've done during the tax season, I will post a daily tax tip. Now in the process of probably posting 2 a day about tax credit. We talk about that.
Zijn jullie wel niet verrijden?
Oh, you're right there.
Er is iets. Ja, wat zijn daar was toen niet, maar het zou kunnen.
Ja, ik zit er maar. Het gaat in september. En ik heb nu al graag om daarin te zijn.
It's a way that they can get raises. We go out, yeah, we have a staff member who goes out to the corporations and asks them if they want to help us.
Yeah. No, but junkies still have to.
Are mostly the same organizations? Or?
Yeah, take care.
They're a lot involved.
My name is Adi Rombout. I'm working at the day center as well, different as she's working, and just making programs for people, also for the neighborhood and people who come from our foundation. So we are trying to mix neighborhood and our clients. And we're just trying to think what kind of programs we can develop to make it more interesting to people come to visit.
We horen bij alle.
Is er een?
Wat kan jij aan je broodje beginnen, geloof ik?
Nou, wij gaan
Nou, wij gaan hem delen, want er is zoveel.
Het is alleen een beetje druk, maar om de hoek. Ja, je moet in de rij.
Inclusive society with the local government. So it's my job.
Nice, good. Very nice. Well, my name is Steve. A little history from me, I guess. I'll share my little numbers. I'm a social worker by profession. I've worked in the mental health system for many years, 30 plus. Okay. I'm not formally diagnosed as a consumer, but the peers think I'm as close as you're going to get. That's what they found me. But, you know, I've worked as a clinician. I've worked as a rehabilitation specialist for many years. And after I retired, hi Taina, this is my colleague Taina from the employment program.
Hi.
And welcome. And after I retired,
I started out as one of 8 to service all of Brooklyn, and I was part-time. And over the years, I've helped a lot of people. In the process, helped myself. I'm a consumer. I've never been hospitalized, but I've suffered with depression for as long as I can remember. And one of the good things about doing the work program going on, where we made the rules and we made the regulations, and Isaac, who you've seen for a few minutes, back then he was my boss. He was the only one that was full-time. So you can imagine not everybody thought this way, but I did, that they gave us a job that was impossible. How could 8 people service everybody in Brooklyn with the diagnosis, and only one person was full-time?
Instead of needs, the basis is assets, right? And instead of institutional change, it's building communities. And the conversation, instead of problems and concerns, the conversation is about gifts, skills, and dreams, okay? So you're changing the picture around when you start using asset-based community development, you're changing your whole traditional picture around how you concept and how you do things, okay? This is the way it works. And the change agent is relationships and citizens, okay? And what's the view? It's the individual. He's the producer and the owner. And it's based on what? Not community needs and problems, but on treasures. The treasures we have with each other as a community. You know, I mean, we're going to do an exercise very soon, but you'd be surprised how many people, what gifts people have in your community. I mean, someone who you know is... Let's see what happens in 2 o'clock. Hopefully we don't have to down I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. This is a problem.
So some take in a cat or a dog. What about families? I have a husband, I have children, what can I do with these people here? There is such a thing called family housing, okay? Very tough to get. And you tell people who are looking for it that we really can't remember the last time we placed somebody in family housing. Yeah, it's that bad. Because again, they're gonna give you an apartment, let's say that is suitable for 3 people, okay? Let's just say 1 child, 2 adults, okay? But they're only going to be collecting money from one of you, okay? The one who's on Medicaid.
We walk to the sea, so this makes no news because you are fighting against something that's bigger.
Exactly, and it's also because it's definitely a culture thing. You know, it's
a kind of administrative job.
Heel wel eens eenmaal van huis zijn.
Oké, dus alleen maar iets voor huis.
Income or medicine. Thank you. I help them fill out the application. And I tell them the process, and I go step by step with them. If they call in or come in for housing, they live in Brooklyn and they have mental disorder, then I go to the housing group. They come to orientation, they get employee package to apply for housing. Everything gets explained to them. Their psychiatrist, therapist fills everything out, and they bring it back to us, and they get assigned an advocate. And we hop on all of that take all the information and put it on the computer. We can't
misschien wel een handig naam opschrijven. Jan Rob?
Ja. Jos.
Ja.
Ruud.
Nog meer mensen die willen?
Een levensverhaal hebben gemaakt of foto's van klanten die in het leven betrokken is geweest. Het is buitengewoon een tengere mevrouw, maar het is een enorme persoonlijkheid in de equipment. En het ging met name om, als je kijkt naar die zorgplan, dan maken wij daar heel veel gecompliceerde dingen van. Waarbij Jan terecht aangaf, zo'n plan dat wordt meer een instrument van de medewerker dan dat mijn plan is. Nou, dat vertelde zij ook. Ze was op een bijeenkomst geweest met 30
I don't know what percentages. Do you have statistics on that?
I don't know. I can't pinpoint that right now.
Yeah. I know that, yes.
There are a few members in each unit that I know, like, who do volunteer at different organizations.
Right. And members who also are involved in other clubhouses. I mean, just because you're a member of our clubhouse doesn't mean that, especially in New York, where you have Venture House in Queens, and you have Cheltenham Loft in Manhattan, and Skylight Center in Staten Island. I think, Ari, you belong to Skylight Center, if I remember correctly. And so, you know, there's different, you know, people can have dual memberships, and, you know, just doubles the opportunities, and we make relationships that matter.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Who you guys?
Now they're an adult and they gotta go out and take care of themselves, get a job, you know, people have expectations, get a life, move out, get an apartment, have a, you know, earn some money. So they go out there and they try, and they get into the driver's seat of the car, and nobody's teaching them how to drive it, and they ram right into a wall. So now the car is broken and they're broken, and they come to the medical model for services. So the social worker, God bless, the mental health professional says, okay dear, you move over, you sit in the passenger seat now. I'll take over. I'll take over. So what do you need? You need medical care? Okay, we'll get you some of that. You need housing? Okay, we'll get you some of that. And they're driving. But in the meantime, they're driving a bus of 400 people because their caseloads are so big. Nobody ever asks the people in the bus. Do they? No. Okay. Consumers, the word, very medical. Get it? Because it's like, it becomes an us and them, the consumers and the peers. It's like people. We're just like all people. We changed Baltic Street. We worked hard at this. We changed every piece of literature. And we sometimes had to change the sentence structure in order to drain out all that patient, participant, client, consumer, because we're people. And the thing is, we who have been on the receiving end of medical model services you know what it's like to feel that inequality. I'm coming to you for help. What makes you better than me? You just went to school and you learned something.
I know what you mean.
Muy buen de la cuarita atrás.
Curveball.
I want to try and get it out. Dinner, should we have it between or should we have it
I don't know.
Go home.
Whenever you're hungry.
Steve, would it be possible to shut down the noise limit, or?
I would like to say yes, but no.
Okay. Thank you.
It's the buildings. Okay. It's 7 o'clock. It shuts off.
So.
Somebody speak up.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's true. I think we have to make some spots. I gave the paper to everyone. En dat zit je al ingedeeld. Nee hoor. Nee, 1, 2, maar je hebt 1, 2, 3. Ja, alle 2 gedaan. Jij bent 1. Hoe moet dat nou?
So there's no cure, just hair on this map? Or is the cure in the blue? Because now I always think cure matter, but to always.
What else did I? And Rotterdam surprised me too, because I thought Rotterdam was a kind of an industrial city, you know, but all the buildings were new and modern and beautiful. It was quite nice. I was there with my girlfriend, and she went around Rotterdam and saw some of the sites and told me about them. It was really, we had a lot of fun there. And then we went with Jos, and Miriam took us to Antwerp for a day, and that was really cool too. I mean, it's such an old city, you know, and like a medieval city. It was very interesting. I never saw that, and it was wonderful to see the Brazilians in an audience, because I don't know, probably haven't had this experience, but in Brazil, everybody knows like dozens of songs by heart. I mean, every popular music there is very well known. Okay, people follow the singers and they know the songs. And so Gal Costa would she'd sing one verse to a song and then the microphone like this.
Like André Hazes in Holland, we had a singer and he did the same. Yeah.
It was amazing. It was just amazing.
Yeah,
you know,
it's nice.
One time, I'll share this experience with you. I was in Brazil and I was in the Northeast, and I said, what are some other things that you can do to get over these early morning signs? Sorry? And I find that students nowadays have a very short attention span. Like I can sort of give my lecture for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then I have to do an activity where people interact with each other, or else I lose them. I did that once. After 15 minutes, everybody's looking at their BlackBerry and their phone and their computer, you know. So I've arranged a small group activity I think you'll enjoy after we get done with my lecture. Yes.
I have not learned
It's really healthy. When I go to Brazil, I notice that after a lecture, after an activity, everybody piles into a car and they go out and they have dinner or have a drink together, you know. I think that's very nice. And, you know, to not always have your role, you know, but just be a person with other persons, you know. I think that's great. And I think that that's something that we as consumers need. We need to feel that we're on a par with other people in the organization, that there's not a big hierarchy and we're at the bottom of the hierarchy. Kind of have a tolerance for other people's difference, you know, and that's something that we Americans need to learn about, is how to be tolerant, accepting of people that are a little different than us. You know, in many ways, the United States is a kind of insular country. We have two big oceans on both sides, so we're kind of like here by ourselves. But I think in today's world, that's changing quite a bit. But still, lots of people are very, you know, I just want to know Americans, I want to speak English, and that's all, you know. But I think that's changing gradually. And so it sounds like things are changing in your society too, as new groups come into the Netherlands. Okay, well, that ends the lecture for today. Thank you very much for your participation, for your attentiveness. I really appreciate it. And you know, have a safe journey back to the Netherlands, and hopefully we'll meet again in New York.
Empowerment en ervaringsdeskunde. Ja, om die mensen dan in die kracht, die we zo belangrijk vinden, te krijgen. Nou,
Vooral die herstelvisie.
Ja.
Dat vind ik gewoon heel mooi. Dat is waar. Ik verbaas me gewoon af en toe nog een beetje en daarmee wil ik niet alleen maar kritiek leveren, helemaal niet. Er gebeuren hartstikke goede dingen. Alleen voor mij is het was het 2 jaar geleden of vorig jaar dat empowerment en herstel al op de activiteitenkaart stond. Ja. Hij is nu in het strategisch beleid 2011-2015 ook meegenomen. En als je dan naar bepaalde voorzieningen kijkt binnen Pameijer, die nog helemaal zo niet denken of gewoon, nou ja, serieus, in mijn ogen vooroorlogse gedachten erop nahouden, dat matcht gewoon helemaal niet met...
Nou, dat is interessant wat je zegt. We hebben van de week hier ook Mirjam en ik een hele avond over dit onderwerp gesproken, omdat het is een nieuwe strategische documentatie. Ja,
die mensen die dan weggaan zijn, nou, denk ik ook
mensen zijn er niet van op de hoogte. En dat is echt waar. Dat is je kan niet op de hoogte zijn. De dia's die worden zo. We staan in een keer, denk ik, nou, we kunnen wel even vieren. Als we jongens naar kijken, zijn we daar. Daar is het maar nog blijven eten.